want someone to solve the problem between two stations where there's no coverage and I'm interrupted. I want someone to solve the problem of service and trust, not technology. Technology is great, I have it already. It's what happens to make my experience of that technology more useful, dependable, and trustworthy. And this is a business opportunity that's not stressed enough. So again, that's what I mean when I say forget technology. Always remember the human behavior that it creates and the pain that sometimes can come with it. Now, I'm going to give you my personal experience because I talk not as an academic or as somebody who's observing this stuff. We're right in the middle of it, and it hasn't really been publicly announced yet, but Storyful has entered into a really exciting relationship with YouTube. About 3-4 months ago, I was actually coming out of a hospital, would you believe, and going to buy chips for my kids about 9:30 at night, and I got a phone call from California saying, we'd been pitching YouTube for quite a while, and said, would you help us to sort out the authentic videos emerging from Egypt right now and put them up on CitizenTube, our news site, because we just can't do it. And I said, absolutely. So next day we went in and began this relationship, and now we've extended our reach. We're starting to do US domestic news and whatever comes along, and that relationship is coming to the end of its trial today, and YouTube seemed very happy, and we're going to go into the next level of this experience. And it's just been remarkable. And now it's extended into a relationship with Google. So when Osama bin Laden, the news came through Sunday night, Google Maps tried to map the location of his house on Google Maps using whatever first-hand reports had emerged. And they came to us and said, will you guys try and verify that location? So one of the people who works for me is a Cork man, working in Dublin, in an office in the middle of the city, basically went off for 2-hour detective work to find out, and found out actually that Google Maps had mislocated the compound, that it was on the other side of this big city. And that's the kind of value that we're bringing to YouTube. We're a tiny, tiny Irish company in Ireland, many, many miles away from San Bruno. When I finish this talk, I've got to go off and prepare what we do next for New York time, having talked this morning to people in San Bruno, California. And we're an Irish company doing this. So in many ways, we're kind of living a dream that I was selling last year without necessarily knowing if it would come through. That an Irish company who's worked out where the pain is for a big corporation can leverage that into a successful business model and hopefully in the process make Ireland look a little bit more attractive as a country that has understood the need to make information in the cloud more useful. That's my sales pitch to you right now. And what actually happened was we found that when we went to Google and YouTube, here was this company, in the case of YouTube, that was only created 6 years ago. It's a byword for innovation, for the cutting edge. And they had run into a wall where they rely on the algorithm. They rely on the thing when you go onto Amazon tells you, you bought that, you'll buy this. And that's what they rely on to choose useful information, your own behavior. And someone said to us about 3-4 months ago, our pain is the algorithm has run out of usefulness when it comes to news events. An algorithm won't tell you whether a video is actually from the place it says it's from. That's down to human beings. It won't tell you Osama bin Laden's compound is here. That's down to human beings. And this idea of human curation is something that was their pain. And we pitched in common with 2-3 other companies who are based in California to be the curation partner. We think we've won the battle. We're not taking anything for granted. But again, a big company, a byword for innovation, redefining the notion of communications in our era has pain, has a problem. And a small Irish company can go and solve that if it has the right approach.